Happy Monday, friends. Today's parable, we're going to look at a couple that are a little bit similar together, but I think can be taken some very different ways that may offer some new perspectives for you. So this first one is known as the parable of the great banquet. It is from the 14th chapter of Luke. Tomorrow we'll talk about a different wedding banquet, which is very similar in Matthew, but today's is Luke 14. It goes like this. Then Jesus said to him, "Someone gave a great dinner and invited many. At the time of the dinner, he sent his slave to all of those who had been invited. 'Come, for everything is ready now.' But alike they made excuses. The first said, 'I bought a piece of land and I must go out to see it. Please accept my apologies.' Very polite. Another said, 'I bought 5 yoke of oxen and I'm going to try them out. Please accept my apologies.' Lame excuse. Another said, 'I've just been married and therefore I cannot come.' Honestly, probably a good excuse. So the slave returned and reported to his master. And the owner of the house became angry and said to his slave, 'Go out at once into the streets and the lanes and bring in the poor, the crippled, the blind, and the lame.' And the slave said, 'Sir, what you've ordered has been done, and there is still room.' Then the master said to the slave, 'Go out into the roads and lanes and compel people to come in, so that my house may be filled. For I tell you, none of those who are invited will taste my dinner.'" A lot of times this gets used as a parable about judgment. I'm not going to say it's not. I tend to look at the positive side of things, or at least I try to, in a lot of things like this. And so this one, to me, offers us a little different perspective. You've got these folks who have excuses, some not great, some better. It's not really the excuse that's the point. It's not whether they have a good excuse or bad excuse. That there has been this great party prepared, and everyone knew it was coming. And some people chose to plan other things. You may be one of those people. You may be one of those who holds these parties and people at the last minute, "Oh, I can't come. I've got something else." And you're always kind of like, really? In this case, Jesus is not talking about just a wedding banquet, obviously, right? He's talking about the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven, this opening up of God in the world. And the people who were invited originally, and most scholars will point to people like the Pharisees, right? Jesus' favorite target, and religious people of the era who always said they had something else more important to do and didn't have the time or the ability or the want for Jesus. And so Jesus offers, he says, fine, if the ones who were my originals, the first invites to the party don't want to come, then so be it. I'm opening up this party to everyone. And so this party is not just for those who are invited, but the party is also for the poor, the crippled, the blind, the lame. And then when that's not full, he says, fine, invite everyone to this party. I don't care if they're the ones that were invited in the first place, or if they're just anybody who can hear the message, the invite to my party, right? For me, when I read this, this is a banquet table prepared by Christ that is thrown open for anyone and everyone who wants to come. He doesn't want to see your papers. He doesn't want to know how you got to the party. He doesn't care if you are in the best percentage of well-behaving people. He doesn't honestly care if you're a follower of his. He says, if you want to come to my party, you are invited. So what would that kind of radical hospitality look like in your life and in our church? If we invited all people, not just the ones that fit what we figured should be at the table. Keep working on your hospitality, and talk to you soon.